Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be doing a college freshman advice video for you guys, and I hope this isn't going to be too long because I came up with like 12 things. But basically I'm going into my junior year and I did a little brainstorming, and these little pieces of advice are things that I feel like every freshman should know, before going into college. I think they're important. So without any further explanation, let's just get into the first tip. So in college, you actually really do need to study. I know in high school I never really did because it wasn't really that hard, and you had a lot of other grades in the program, I guess, to kind of cushion any like bad test grades or something. But in college, or at least where I go to school, you don't have hardly any other grades besides test grades. Like, most of my classes, there are like 3 or 4 tests and that's it. And when I was a freshman, I didn't really realize how much it would affect me if I did bad on just like one test and how many points that would drop me on my overall grade. And granted, most professors, or at least at my university, they'll like drop a test grade or, adjust it or something, but they don't all do that. So my second tip is to go on ratemyprofessors.com and search your professor and see what rate they got. I did not do this when I was a freshman, and I totally regret it because I had the hardest 1102 English teacher ever. Like, literally just the hardest. And then one of the girls in my hall had like a super easy one, and literally our courses were like polar opposites, and my teacher graded so harshly and hers didn't, and after like the fact, I looked up my teacher's name, and yeah, she had like a 3.0 or something as her grade, so she was not a good teacher. But yeah, you don't want to be stuck with a really hard teacher when you don't have to be, especially if it's like supposed to be not an easy class but an easier kind of class. Yeah, you just don't want to make your life harder than it has to be. My third tip is to know where you're going on campus. This could be like before actual classes start and you're on campus after like you move in or something. You can just go walk around campus and try and find your classes and, just explore and see how to get from point A to point B. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to be lost on like their first day. My fourth tip is to not pay full price for your textbooks. Like, most of the time, people don't even buy textbooks, so maybe if you're like in a class with a friend, y'all can do splitsies or something, but most people do rent their textbooks, so basically they pay like between like $40 and $50. They get the textbooks for the semester, and then they return it, and that's that. Better than like spending literally $200 on a textbook. They have a lot of alternatives. You can buy used books, you can buy digital books, rent books, don't buy a book at all. You don't have to. This next tip is for people living in dorms, and that is to keep your door open for at least like the first week, because it's just like a easy way to make friends with people in your hall because you're gonna be seeing them a lot anyways, and it just makes you look like nice and inviting. And that's what actually, I'm pretty sure all of my friends that I made in my dorm not last year, 2 years ago, did basically, and then we all became friends, and it's just a very easy way to get to know people, My sixth tip is to take advantage of all the free stuff on campus. Literally, they're giving away free things every single day if you go to the right place. Like, once I was walking class and some club was like driving around in like kind of a parade kind of thing, and I just got a t-shirt thrown at me. I was like, yes, thank you. And then another day I was walking to class that I did not want to go to, and I got a free Gigi's cupcake. It was like the best day ever. So yeah, take advantage of all the freebies that are on campus, because literally there are like freebies all the time and they're everywhere. My seventh tip is to actually go to class, and I'll be honest with you guys, my fall semester sophomore year, I was so bad about going to class, and it just makes your life so much harder. Just like go to class for that hour and do it, sit through it, learn something, and it'll just help you in the long run, and you're paying for these classes. And I know a lot of people say that, and they're like, yeah, we get it, we're paying for it, but you are. And it's so much easier just to go to class instead of having to kind of teach yourself, so go to class. And while you're going to class, don't bring things that are going to distract you. I know that one of my friends, she would bring her laptop to class to like take notes. She never took notes. She was always on Facebook. And once you get on Facebook, it's kind of hard to like get back into class. And I know a lot of people do like to take notes on their computer because they think it's faster and you know, you already have it on your computer and it'll stay there and you can't lose it, really, in theory. But there's like some sort of app, I can't remember what it's called, but it like locks down websites. So if you like, you know, type in Facebook, it won't let you go to that website for like the time limit you put on it. You know what I mean? I'm sure somebody uses that out there. I can't remember what it's called. Ninth tip is actually to take advantage of office hours. One of my roommates does this literally religiously, at least like once a week. If she has any sort of question, she goes to her professor's office hours, and not only is this good to kind of clarify information and makes everything make a little bit more sense, but it gives you a good relationship with your teacher or professor, whatever you want to call them. And also it's a really good way to network with, you know, professors and stuff, especially if you are, you know, a poli-sci major and you need to get to know your poli-sci professor. You can go to his office hours and get to know him, and you can like have a relationship. And if you need like a reference letter or something, you have him in your back pocket. You can ask him, he'll be like, oh yes, I remember you, you were nice and you came to office hours. So it's always a good thing. Take advantage of the free tutoring that's on campus, and I'm not sure if this is like applicable for every single campus, but on mine we have free tutoring for literally everything. It's like, and well, it's technically not free, it's in your college fees, but you know, it's free. But you can just walk in there whenever, make an appointment, and a lot of people do them for like English classes. We had a writing center, I went to that a lot. You know, math tutors, English tutors, statistics tutors, those were really helpful. And it's just really nice and affordable, and you know, just gives you the extra like bit of help if you don't want to go to office hours or something, or just that's not convenient for you, or whatever your situation may be. So this kind of only applies if you go to a school with a really like big football program, but go to football games. And I know if you like went to high school and you weren't into football, I wasn't into football in high school, I never went to games, I never thought they were fun. Go to these college football games, they're so much more fun. I go to an SEC school, and literally our football games are like the biggest thing, and me and my friends will get there like right when the gates open and get a really good seat, and just the energy is really, really exciting, and you get to wear really cute clothes, and it's just really, really fun. Don't be afraid to change your major. I remember when I first changed my major, I was really like hesitant to do so, but it was really, really easy, and just like, this is all about you. You don't want to be stuck with a career path that you're going to hate. When I applied for college and came in, I was an accounting major, and then I changed to marketing, and now I'm a fashion merchandising major. So I've changed my major twice? Yeah, twice. And literally just, it's really easy. People do it all the time. It's really not uncommon. And if your parents are all like, no, I want you to be an accountant, you know, for financial stability or whatever, just remember that this is your life. And, you know, you're going to be the one who's going to have to do this job, not your parents. And it's just, you know, that's kind of one of those times I feel like it's okay to be a little selfish. And going along with that, don't be afraid to ask your advisor for help with anything. If you're like questioning something or want to like add a minor or something, they're there to help, and, you know, they're usually pretty nice. Alright guys, so that is everything for this freshman college advice video. I could totally keep on going with more advice, but that would make this video incredibly long and probably unbearable to watch. But if you do have any other questions, feel free to comment, and I will definitely answer with, you know, my opinion or whatever. And yeah, if you want any more like college videos, just request down below also. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, bye guys.